From the city that brought you the Rat Pack, Casino Implosions, and Siegfried and Roy.
Captain! We've taken a hit on the gun deck!
All the action. The adventure. The romance of Las Vegas. It's Las Vegas, the city of excitement. Starring all of Las Vegas's premier hotels and attractions. Critics agree. It's the special effects, action, adventure, romantic comedy events of a lifetime. Adrenaline-pumping action as knights engage in epic battle. And interstellar combatants wage war of galactic proportion. Edge of your seat adventure, from the sky high to the low down. World-class sporting events. Experience old world charm. Scale to the top of the Eiffel Tower. See the natural splendor of the Grand Canyon. Fly over magnificent Hoover Dam. Relive the Wild West. And special effects that'll blow you away. Volcanoes erupt. Statues spring to life. All before your very eyes. Las Vegas, the city of excitement. Now showing.
It all begins at the southern end of the Strip. Before Paris's Eiffel Tower. Before New York's Statue of Liberty. Before the Luxor's Egyptian Pyramid. At Mandalay Bay, the jewel in the crown of Mandalay Resorts. With 3,600 guest rooms, it's one of the largest hotel properties in the world. Featuring an 11-acre tropical lagoon complete with sand and surf. And we're not using the word surf figuratively. You can actually grab a board and hop these waves. If the pull of the ocean isn't enough to get you here, how about the draw of the stage? You can find the world-famous House of Blues right here. Some of the biggest names in music appear on this stage.
Good loving, I got a truckload, and when you get it, you got something. Oh, honey, I'm coming. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
Ready for a dining experience you'll never forget? Check out Charlie Palmer's Ariel Restaurant, where ordering a bottle of wine not only requires a corkscrew, but ropes and a harness as well. The wine goddesses climb up to 4 stories to retrieve the bottle of your choice. The 87 Chateau Rothschild? Let's see. It's right there. Or is it there? Next, let's hop over to Luxor. Although the theme here may be ancient Egypt, the Nile's never seen anything quite like this. The pyramid reaches 350 feet in the sky and is topped by the world's brightest light. Bright enough to read a newspaper, 10 miles in space. Imagine that. Now, imagine this. Blue Man Group, with its groundbreaking and visually stunning show, captivates audiences 6 nights a week. But when the show's over, the show's not over. There's still much more to see and do at the Luxor. You can watch a movie in their incredible IMAX theater, or dance the night away at Raw, one of the hottest nightclubs on the Strip. As you can see, at the Luxor, you don't have to dig much to unearth a wealth of entertainment. From the Luxor, it's only a short walk over to Excalibur, but it's a whole other world, a medieval one. Here, chivalry's not dead, and neither are fire-breathing dragons. One of the beasts, towering 51 feet overhead, lords over the moat at Excalibur. It takes a wizard as mighty as Merlin himself to take on such a ferocious creature. After the smoke clears, you can satisfy your hunger for both food and entertainment at the Tournament of Kings dinner show. Dine to your heart's content while knights joust, jesters joke, and wizards weave their magical spells. No matter which gallant warrior emerges victorious, with your hunger sated and your senses thrilled, it's you who leaves the ultimate winner. As we catapult across the street, we also leap ahead to the present day and the beautiful Tropicana Hotel. The Tropicana is one of the city's original properties still in existence today. Along with its rich gaming history, the Tropicana's architecture can also be traced back in time. This $1 million stained glass ceiling above the main blackjack gaming area was patterned after the ceiling that existed in the Hibernia Bank of San Francisco in the 1880s. More than 4,000 square feet of actual leaded glass are contained in the ceiling and its end panels. When the Tropicana first opened in 1957, it competed with everyone else for the superstars. But in 1959, it imported the famous Folies Bergère, and this lavish show with annual changes has been filling the showroom ever since. With over 40,000 showgoers a month, the Folies Bergère is regarded as a must-see production in Las Vegas. Next, let's skip across the street to what's been called the greatest city in Las Vegas, New York, New York. Here, 12 New York-style skyscrapers not only recreate the Manhattan skyline, they also house the hotel's more than 2,000 rooms. Without ever hopping a cab or stepping onto a subway, you can gaze upon the Statue of Liberty or stroll across the Brooklyn Bridge. A word of caution, however, just as in New York, the bridge here is not for sale. If anyone offers, contact security immediately. A prominent feature of New York, New York skyline that is notably absent in the East Coast original is the Manhattan Express, a roller coaster that wraps around the city and weaves through its very streets. Peaking at a height of 203 feet, it reaches speeds up to 67 miles per hour. A coaster like this in the real Big Apple would surely make commuting a lot more fun. Next up, it's big. It's emerald green, and it's just across the street. It's the MGM Grand, the largest hotel casino in the world. With more than 5,000 rooms, it would take you 13 years, 8 months, and 20 days to spend a night in every single room. Talk about living out of your suitcase. One of MGM Grand's most popular attractions is its Grand Adventures theme park, home of the world's largest sky coaster, the Sky Screamer. On this wild ride, fearless fun seekers are lifted 220 feet in the air and let go, free falling at 70 miles per hour. For those of you who don't share the same need for speed, there are plenty of other rides and attractions that don't require you to pick bugs out of your teeth afterward. Just ask these guys. Just a short bike ride away is the Harley-Davidson Cafe. The Las Vegas Harley-Davidson Cafe is home to memorabilia of Harley-Davidson's past, present, and future, including one-of-a-kind bikes and famous bikes such as Captain America from the movie Easy Rider. Sitting atop the cafe is a 28-foot-high, 15,000-pound Harley-Davidson Softail Classic bike, built at a cost of $500,000. The floor is adorned with their famous slogan, "Live to Ride, Ride to Live," and the ceiling is painted with a historical view of the most famous road in all Americana, Route 66. A highlight of the cafe is the 40-foot by 40-foot chain link electric flag that runs from floor to ceiling, weighing more than 10 tons. Winding throughout the cafe is a conveyor belt displaying the newest Harley-Davidson motorcycles. The conveyor belt came from the original Harley-Davidson factory in Milwaukee. The Harley-Davidson Cafe is a unique and fun stop on any tour of the Strip. For centuries, merchants and adventurers made their way across the exotic desert lands of the ancient spice and trade routes. They set out in search of treasure and fortune and stopped at the bustling market cities along the way for things to buy, sell, and trade. Today, their journey continues, and their hopes and endless tales still echo through the markets of Desert Passage. Inspired by one of the most romantic and exotic parts of the world, Desert Passage transports visitors to some of the world's most fascinating and undiscovered regions, sweeping across history and cultures, from Spain through Africa and on to the Arabian Sea and India. Artists and performers directly from Morocco, India, and other desert land destinations lead guests on a journey filled with exotic dance, music, artistry, and colorful spectacle of the world's most provocative and picturesque marketplaces such as Fez, Tangier, Casablanca, and Bombay. Renowned as North America's first ever shopping experience, Desert Passage, with its 150 shops and 14 restaurants, will take guests on a 500,000 square foot journey, which recreates the experience of travel through some of the world's most exotic market cities along the ancient spice routes, with compelling authenticity and immersive experiences. The Desert Passage shopping adventure surrounds the Aladdin Resort and Casino. The Aladdin Resort and Casino features an exotic main casino themed after the tales of 1001 Arabian Nights. No one really knows the true origin of the stories told in the tales of 1001 Arabian Nights. Some say they came from ancient Persia, while others claim they were first told around the desert fires in 1,000 Bedouin camps. Now, the Aladdin Resort takes those legendary stories and brings them to life in a resort of unique design and execution. From the spires, minarets, and onion-shaped domes that now grace the Strip skyline, to the winged horses, flying carpets, and Arab bazaars that are part of the exotic interior, Aladdin has brought Arabian Nights to life. In the tale of Aladdin, a simple brass lamp contained a genie capable of granting any wish. That very lamp towers above the floor of the main casino at the resort. Located at the site of the original Aladdin, which was imploded in 1998, the 2,600-room resort neighbors Paris Las Vegas to the north and Bellagio to the west. Guest rooms larger than most on the Strip at 450 square feet and up feature such amenities as high-speed internet access and cordless phones. Every guest bathroom has an oversized soaking tub, a separate shower, and a private water closet. Of course, if you're a high roller, there are the High Roller Suites. Located on the top floors, the High Roller Suites are stunning, with over 4,500 square feet of living space, complete with a formal dining room. High rollers will truly feel at home here. These suites are not for rent, so if you want to stay here, you'll have to be a big player. And of course, the Aladdin has just the place to make really large bets. The London Club, the only European gaming club in North America.
Welcome to the Aladdin at the London Club. Actually, it's the London Club at the Aladdin. We have a display of chips in here that are called plaques. Those chips have been used for centuries in Europe, where the games were played with an instrument of polished wood called a palette. The chips were picked up and delivered for payoff to the winner. Today we use them here at the London Club as a payoff for high rollers, for high limit games. We have the 100,000, which is commonly used for baccarat games and roulette. We have the $500,000 or $500,000 chip. We have 1 million for people who wins, and we pay them off with one of those plaques. Also, we have 500,000 in display, $5 million in display, and $10 million in display. So, good luck to you. Come over here and visit us. Thank you very much.
So close, you can smell the croissants baking. Paris Las Vegas is just up the street. This $760 million resort immerses its visitors in a total Parisian experience. Complete with replicas of the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower, spanning 50 stories above the Strip. If you want to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, get your ticket to the Eiffel Tower Experience. It's your passage to an elevator ride and observation deck at the very top. From here, you'll find some of the most spectacular views of the Las Vegas Valley. Heading up the sidewalk, we find ourselves at Bally's with its futuristic exterior. Bally's is home to one of Las Vegas's longest-running stage spectaculars, Jubilee. With a cast of 100 dancers, singers, and specialty acts appearing on one of the world's largest and most unique stages, it leaves audiences awestruck. Among the incredible sequences you'll see, the sinking of an exact replica of the Titanic right on stage. With effects like these, it's no wonder they go through more than 4,000 pounds of dry ice every week for fog effects, and $50,000 a year in light bulbs alone, all 100,000 of them. Right across the street from Bally's is the Barbary Coast. The Barbary Coast is famous for 2 world-class restaurants. Michael's, long a popular dining destination on the Las Vegas Strip, was rated extraordinary by the 1998 Zagat survey. The intimate gourmet room's elaborate menu, excellent service, and elegant ambiance combine to make Michael's the dining experience of a lifetime. A second gourmet dining experience is Dre's. Beverly Hills' hottest restaurant has come to the Barbary Coast. 4 separate dining rooms and a comfortable, spacious living room-style lounge allow patrons to receive exclusive red carpet treatment and dine elegantly on selections from the room's menu of Southern French cuisine. A selection of fine wines and champagnes complement your dinner at Dre's. Crossing Las Vegas Boulevard from the Barbary Coast, we cross directly into Old World Italy, the Bellagio. At a cost of over $1.5 billion, it's the most expensive hotel casino ever built in the world. During the day, the expansive lake fronting the Bellagio provides the perfect air of Tuscan tranquility. At night, its dancing waters spring to life. Thousands of fountains, stirring music, dazzling lights, all combining in an intricate water ballet that'll send your spirits soaring. If your senses of sight and sound were delighted by the fountain show, the Bellagio's Botanical Conservatory is sure to delight your sense of smell. You'll find thousands of exotic plants and flowers here. And because the display changes every month to suit the season, every blossom is at its height of fragrance and color. Just off the strip to the west of Bellagio, the festive Rio Hotel Casino, where they take the party to new heights in their fabulous show in the sky. These state-of-the-art floats seem to do just that, parading high above the casino floor. But you don't have to just watch from below. You can actually be a part of the show by donning a costume of your own and hitching a ride on one of the floats. By hitching a ride on one of the glass elevators, you can ascend to even greater heights. The Voodoo Lounge on the 51st floor offers a most spectacular view and some of the best nightlife you'll find anywhere. From the thrilling heights of the Voodoo Lounge to the well-stocked depths of the wine cellar, the Rio's Wine Cellar Tasting Room boasts more than 45,000 bottles, a collection valued at over $6 million. The Rio's wine collection includes the world's most valuable bottle, a 1924 Mouton Rothschild worth $200,000. Careful with that one, guys. After sampling some of the best the vine has to offer, what better way to show your appreciation than by paying homage to the god of wine himself, Dionysus. He's back on the Strip at Caesar's Palace. In the Forum shops, statues of the Roman gods, including Dionysus, come alive every hour in a sound and light spectacle like you've never seen. After the show, there's no way you can walk away without at least poking your head in any of the Forum's more than 100 shops. If your hunger for excitement matches your hunger for fine food, then Caesar's Magical Empire has the recipe you're looking for. A sumptuous three-course feast, grand-scale illusions, and surroundings so authentic, you'll swear you're in ancient Rome. Now let's jump across the street to the property where it all started for Las Vegas, the Flamingo Hilton. Opened originally in 1946 by reputed mobster Bugsy Siegel, the Flamingo Hilton has been called the mother of Las Vegas casinos. One of the property's major attractions is its wildlife habitat, an eclectic array of exotic animals including African penguins, mandarin ducks, and of course the property's signature Chilean flamingos. But if leggy creatures of an entirely different variety interest you, you can catch the world-renowned Radio City Rockettes as they kick up their heels nightly in the Flamingo Hilton showroom. Heading north, we go from the Flamingo Hilton and its legendary Rockettes to the Imperial Palace and its Legends in Concert show. Legends in Concert offers live recreations of the superstars of yesterday and today, backed by a live on-stage orchestra. Since its debut, Legends in Concert has earned Show of the Year and Entertainers of the Year, as well as Show of Shows awards, making it the first show ever to complete a grand slam of these prestigious honors. See look-alike, sound-alike entertainment legends like Elvis, Liberace, Cher, the Blues Brothers, Neil Diamond, and more. Legends in Concert, a multi-million-dollar production spectacular. Megastars at the Imperial Palace. When it comes to don't miss experiences, put the world-famous Imperial Palace Antique and Classic Automobile Collection on your list. Some people think history can only be found in books, but here, history is on wheels. Considered one of the finest collections in the world, the Imperial Palace is home to antique, classic, historically significant, and special interest cars. Included in this amazing collection are personal cars of United States presidents and cars of the famous and infamous. The Imperial Palace Auto Collection displays approximately 200 cars, motorcycles, and specialty vehicles on any given day in luxurious climate-controlled gallery-type settings. From the Imperial Palace, you won't need a car to get to our next stop. Just cross the street and you'll find one of Las Vegas's most recognized properties and attractions, the Mirage and its erupting volcano. Looming an ominous 54 feet above the Strip, it spews fire and smoke 100 feet in the air every 15 minutes and has done so every night since 1989. And they say Old Faithful is reliable. If you'd like to trade the chaos and fury of the Mirage's volcano for some undersea serenity, be sure to visit the property's dolphin habitat. This 2.5 million gallon aquatic environment not only provides healthy surroundings for the dolphins, it also provides an excellent opportunity to learn about their role in our ecosystem. Next, we set sail due north to Treasure Island. But keep your eyes open. Buccaneer Bay is teeming with pirates, not to mention pyrotechnics. So far, more than 500,000 explosive devices have been used on this seafaring spectacle, and more than 17 million people have witnessed at least one of over 8,000 battles fought.
Pass this on to His Royal Highness.
Captain! We've taken a hit on the gun deck!
And the punch.
Across the street at the Venetian, you can count on the waters to be a bit calmer. Calm enough, in fact, to transport you to another place and time. Renaissance Italy. Climb into a gondola, and its operatic pilot will serenade you for the entire half-mile length of the shop and cafe-lined Grand Canal. Considering the Venetian's beauty and charm, it's no surprise many celebrities want to stay here. What is surprising is just how long some of them are willing to stay. Jerry Springer, Oprah Winfrey, Muhammad Ali, Madonna. They all have a permanent home here at the Venetian. At Madame Tussauds Celebrity Encounter, that is. Known worldwide for their incredibly lifelike wax figures, Madame Tussauds has more than 100 figures on display at the Venetian. So close you could almost hit it with a golf ball, the Riviera, where the entertainment is always top-notch and above par. There's no better place to experience Las Vegas-style entertainment than right here. Dive in and immerse yourself in Splash, the mysterious high-tech odyssey that was voted Best Show for 8 consecutive years. And for something completely different, don't miss La Cage's award-winning female impersonators as they pay tribute to famous femmes from Joan Rivers to Bette Midler. With all its bright lights and craziness, Las Vegas has been called one big circus. In no other place does this hold more true than at Circus Circus, just to the north. Here, you'll find the world's largest permanent circus featuring some of the most renowned acts performing free daily. If watching high-flying circus acts leaves you wanting to do some aerial acrobatics of your own, head over to Circus Circus's enormous indoor theme park, the Adventure Dome. In addition to midway games and strolling entertainers, there are rides, lots of them. Most notably, the park's centerpiece, the Canyon Blaster, the largest indoor double-loop, double corkscrew roller coaster in America. With 45-degree angle drops from heights of 90 feet and speeds reaching 55 miles per hour, the Canyon Blaster is, quite simply, a blast. To boldly go where no one has gone before, all you need to do is go east of the Strip to the Las Vegas Hilton. This presumably ordinary 21st century hotel casino may appear normal on the outside, but inside, it houses a complete 24th century casino and space station. You can even board the Starship Enterprise and embark on an exciting adventure like nothing you've ever experienced before. That's because Star Trek: The Experience is not merely a ride, you're literally surrounded by it. Totally immersed in a $70 million adventure. Whether you're a die-hard Star Trek fan or don't know a Klingon from a clam bake, it's a must-see attraction. If you do make it back to Earth and the Las Vegas Hilton, get a glimpse of what gaming may be like in the 24th century at the Space Quest Casino. To play the slots here, all you have to do is pass your hand through a beam of light. And what journey to the 24th century wouldn't be complete without at least sampling some futuristic food? At Quark's Bar and Restaurant, you can take your pick from an extensive list of Star Trek-themed offerings. Just a quick hop back to the Strip brings us to the Sahara Hotel and Casino. Here, you can see one of the most amazing magic shows anywhere. Renowned magician Steve Wyrick performs many daring and breathtaking illusions, including his renowned Blades of Death challenge, an escape so dangerous, even Houdini was afraid to try it. The thrills don't stop when the show's over. The Sahara is also home to Las Vegas's fastest roller coaster, Speed the Ride. Reaching speeds of 70 miles per hour, Speed zips through the Sahara's 192-foot-tall marquee before curving around the porte cochere and up a steep incline, stopping 224 feet above the ground.
Oh, Shuka! Thank you very much.
At the very top of the Strip, you can go to the very top of the world, or close to it at least. The Stratosphere, the tallest freestanding tower in the United States, soars over 110 stories above the Strip. At 1,149 feet, it's taller than the Tokyo Tower, Seattle's Space Needle, and Paris's Eiffel Tower. Its double-decker elevators are the world's fastest, traveling at 180 feet per second. They'll get you to the top in less than 30 seconds. If you want to take the stairs instead, you better grab your inhaler. All told, there are 1,644 steps from bottom to top. No matter how you get there, the view from the observation deck is awesome. Nowhere else can you see such breathtaking views of the Las Vegas Valley, surrounding mountains, and the dazzling lights of the Strip. But there's much more than scenery going on up here. Sharing the top of the tower are the world's 2 highest thrill rides. The Big Shot shoots its riders up the tower's mast to a height of 1,081 feet at a sudden 45 miles per hour. And if roller coasters are your thing, the High Roller is truly the world's highest, at a stomach-dropping 909 feet off the ground. As we continue north on Las Vegas Boulevard, we encounter a number of Las Vegas's most renowned wedding chapels. Everything from the quiet and quaint to the glitzy and garish. With more than 100,000 couples getting married here each year, Las Vegas is undoubtedly the wedding capital of the world. Nowhere else is it easier to tie the knot. With no waiting period or blood test required, all you need is $35 and a sense of adventure to get a marriage license. If you're in a real hurry to get married, there's even a drive-through wedding chapel, open 24 hours a day. Let's take a break from the Strip and see what's around the rest of the town. Just 20 minutes west of Las Vegas is Bonnie Springs Ranch. Here you can go for a horseback ride or feed and pet the animals in the petting zoo. But the best thing about Bonnie Springs Ranch is the Old West town. Every day you can watch recreations of gunfights and hangings.
I think you're pretty cute, don't you? Yeah. Having a problem with that rope there?
So watch.
Marshall,
What?
you can't hang me.
He says I can't hang him. And why not?
Cause your wife would get awful lonely.
Yeah, my wife's gonna get... You know my wife?
Everybody knows your wife.
Our next stop's about an hour's drive north of Las Vegas. But today we're not driving, we're flying, so let's go. Here we are at Mount Charleston. This resort area is 8,000 feet up in the Spring Mountain Range. When it's 100 degrees in Las Vegas, it's usually in the 80s up here. There's horseback riding, golfing, hiking, and a couple of lodges for eating and sleeping. Needless to say, this is a very popular resort with the locals, especially in the summer. Just over the mountain is the Lee Canyon Ski and Snowboard Resort. At an elevation of 9,000 feet, it gets plenty of snow in the winter and plenty of skiers. An hour's drive east of Las Vegas is the magnificent Hoover Dam. Completed in 1935, it took 6.5 years for water to completely fill the dam. This 700-foot tall structure holds enough concrete to pave a 4-foot wide sidewalk around the world at the equator. Hoover Dam is truly a testament to human ingenuity that transformed the American West. The completion of Hoover Dam created the world's largest man-made lake, Lake Mead, 110 miles long. The Lake Mead recreation area has become a popular spot for locals and tourists alike. Slightly upstream from the dam, you can hop on the Desert Princess and cruise the lake in style. There's also boating and jet-powered skiing. Downstream from the dam, you can take an exciting river raft trip or go canoeing. Whatever you choose to do, you're sure to have a great time. The beautiful Grand Canyon is only a short flight or bus trip away. Located in the northwest corner of Arizona, the Grand Canyon is considered to be one of the most impressive natural splendors in the world. It is 277 miles long, 18 miles wide, and at its deepest point is 6,000 vertical feet, more than 1 mile from rim to river. There's the popular South Rim, which is open year-round, and the little-known West Rim. Wherever you decide to go, bring your camera and lots of film. Just east of the Strip is the Thomas and Mack Center, home of the National Finals Rodeo, held every December. The rodeo's world championships are the most coveted titles in the world of professional rodeo. To win one, a cowboy or cowgirl must be prepared to compete in 80 to 125 rodeos in a year, shell out thousands of dollars on travel and entry fees, and spend upwards of 200 days per year on the road. And even after a competitor has done all of this, he still is likely to go home without the gold buckle. Only the competitors with superlative talent and a generous amount of luck will ever enter the ranks of the world champions. Located just northeast of Las Vegas is the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This 1,600-acre motorsports complex features a 105,000-seat main track and is home to NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, Busch Series, and Indy Racing League. The Speedway contains 33 different tracks, from the big 1.5-mile tri-oval to a 5/8-mile dirt track. Attending a race here is a thrilling experience. Just 90 miles south of Las Vegas is Laughlin, Nevada. The 80-square-mile township is 510 feet above sea level and is home to approximately 8,000 residents. Although Laughlin is much smaller than Las Vegas, there are some things you can do here that you can't do in Las Vegas. Right out the back door of the casinos is the Colorado River. For a couple of dollars, you can hop on a boat and take an hour-and-a-half tour up and down the river. From the boat, you can see the beautiful campgrounds along the shore and Davis Dam at the top end of the tour. Completed in 1953, Davis Dam is an earth and rock-filled embankment with a concrete spillway. With near-perfect year-round weather, there's an abundance of water recreation on the river. Boating, jet skiing, swimming, you can do it all right here. Laughlin, named in 1968 after its founder and owner of the Riverside Resort, Don Laughlin, is known in the Southwest as a preferred alternative to Las Vegas. Laughlin delivers a picturesque river setting, an enjoyable pace, and a friendly atmosphere for locals and visitors. About 25 miles southeast of Laughlin is the authentic western ghost town of Oatman, Arizona. More than 500,000 tourists a year visit Oatman, which is located on famed old U.S. Route 66. Oatman began around 1900 as a mining tent camp and quickly became a flourishing gold mining center. In 1915, two miners struck a $10 million gold find, and within a year, the town's population swelled to over 8,000 people. The Los Angeles Stock Exchange even had an office in Oatman, and mining claims changed hands hourly, with fortunes being taken out of the earth in a matter of days. Eventually, the gold mines closed, and now Oatman survives by catering to tourists. Today, the population is around 100, well, maybe 115 if you count everyone. The wild burros were left over from the old prospecting miners and now are a main attraction to visitors. The burros are tame and can be fed by hand. Don't worry about them getting hit by a car. They eat so many carrots they can practically see in the dark. Even a small town like Oatman has traffic jams. But here, the traffic jam isn't all caused by cars. You also have to be careful where you park. The burros may have been there before you. You can't ride the burros, but there are ponies the kids can ride.
Giddy up, Spanky. Giddy up, babe.
Giddy up, Sam.
Giddy up, babe. All right, here we are in Oatman. What's your name? Jody. That's Jody.
And Scott.
That's Scott. Jody and Scott, the real cowboys.
There's plenty of gift shops selling everything from t-shirts to donkey food. Much of the merchandise is handmade right here in Oatman.
I'm Jennifer Jennings, and I work for Yellowhammer at Yellowhammer's Place. And right now I'm making a porcupine quill choker. We use different kinds of stones in these chokers. This is the finished one. This is one of our most popular colors, the turquoise. These beads aren't actually turquoise beads, but the turquoise color is real popular.
If you want to take a break from gift shopping, there's entertainment everywhere. Sit back and listen to some country music.
They never will. Things don't seem to fall on rocky top. Half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a bear and sweet as soda pop, and I still think about that.
The Oatman Hotel, built in 1902, is the only officially sanctioned historical building in the community. It has housed many miners, movie stars, politicians, and other scoundrels. The town was used as the location for several movies, such as How the West Was Won, Foxfire, and Edge of Eternity. After being married in Kingman, Arizona on March 18, 1939, Clark Gable and Carol Lombard spent their wedding night at the Oatman Hotel. Gable is said to have dearly loved Oatman for its serenity, nobody-care attitude, and poker-playing miners. To this day, their honeymoon suite is preserved as it was in 1939, and you can even request staying there if you decide to spend the night in Oatman. But the hotel is most famous for its stories of Odie the Ghost.
Odie is the ghost of the Oatman Hotel, and Odie is full of mischief. We had a young couple check in to stay at the hotel one night, and they were here less than an hour. They came running down the stairs, through the lobby, and out the front door, and we have never seen nor heard from them since. We all have to assume Odie was playing his games again.
What do tourists think about Oatman?
Oatman is the greatest place on earth. We have been everywhere. We've been up to the canyon. We've been up to... Where else have we been to? Come on, you do a bit of time. Yeah, all over the place.
This is the best place.
And we came in here and we just could not believe it. And we would highly recommend all Americans to come right here to this town, and especially stay in this hotel, which is haunted. There is a ghost called Otie, and he is living right next door to us tonight. We're in room number 25. I think Odie's room number 26. Yeah.
I think so.
Every Wild West town should have a good gunfight, and Oatman is no exception. The Oatman Ghost Rider gunfighters are roaming the streets, so look out.
Make her act like that, but I know I've seen you two. I got a poster on you two.
Wait a minute, who are you?
Well, I'm the sheriff.
No, I'm the sheriff.
You're the sheriff.
Yeah, Judge Judy made me the sheriff.
Judge Judy. I'm the sheriff. See that? Where's your badge?
I don't need no stinking badge.
And you're no stinking sheriff. Now, you two. He's a sheriff. He's not a sheriff. You really messed up. You're not the sheriff here. I'm the sheriff.
He ain't no sheriff, I'm the sheriff.
Deputy, take care of that guy. What?
I'll go down and check if he's dead.
You stay right here until we find out what's going on. No, stay right here.
I got it twice.
Hey, he ain't the sheriff.
What?
How much you pay me?
What do you mean, how much did I pay you?
How much you pay me a month?
Give me $5 a month.
Ain't enough. I want to be sheriff.
Hey, what are you talking about? You're the deputy, I'm the sheriff.
No, but I want more money. I'm not the sheriff.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
What
Look
you say?
here. One beer, so we want better draw then.
Keep your eyes peeled for varmints on your way home.
still want me to come with you?
What better way to cap off our tour than by taking in downtown Las Vegas's $70 million sound and light extravaganza, the Fremont Street Experience.
I've never seen anything else like this.
Excellent. Uplifting. It's an experience.
Dancing to the music.
The biggest show I have ever seen.
Blocks and blocks of lights.
The Fremont Street Experience. C'est magnifique, c'est super.
Everyone who comes in town to visit us, we bring them down here to see it.
It's all very bright lights and glitzy, isn't it? That's Las Vegas.
Something that Vegas can only do.
Beautiful.
It was the best light show I've ever seen in my life. I can't figure out how they did it, but I'm glad they did.
The lights just brought a smile to your face.
Only in Las Vegas can you experience the entire world and beyond in a single 6-mile stretch. From Mandalay Bay to the Fremont Street Experience, you can transcend both space and time, crossing the ocean of water between New York and Paris, and the Gulf of Time between ancient Egypt and the 24th century, all in a matter of minutes. In Hollywood, the biggest blockbusters can cost up to $200 million. But with a combined production cost in the billions of dollars, Las Vegas has Hollywood beat, hands down. Whether you're in the mood for a swashbuckling adventure, a science fiction epic, or world-class entertainment, Las Vegas is truly the city of excitement.
Thank you. Thank you very much.